Sugar Boogers, welcome back to the channel. So today we are going to do a video on my must-have mods for The Sims 4. Now I get a lot of questions on the daily as to what mods I use the most, what do I recommend for somebody starting out, you know, what kind of mod I use for my cast to get the 4 columns, the background, the lighting even. I just get a lot of dang questions, so I've been meaning to do this video for quite a while, just so it's like your one-stop shop. On every video, I will link this so you guys can come and see what I am using the most next, or what is my current, you know, palette of go-tos and all that kind of jazz. So we're going to go through everything here today, just kind of doing a very brief overview on each mod, like super simplistic. For most of these, I've already had talked about these in the past, or maybe have some sort of video up. However, for the one mod that I'll be talking about, if you guys want me to go in depth a little more on it, I would be happy to do so, and I'll talk about why in just a second. So let's go and start off with my absolute favorite mod that I honestly feel is such a game changer. It's called the UI extension mod, and the key features of this mod are you're able to control your Sims' emotions, you're able to control their needs, and also their skill level without having to put any legwork. Now, there's something I also discovered, which I'm really excited about when I was kind of doing a quick little demonstration of this mod, and I'll talk to you guys about that one in just a moment. So in order to control your Sims' needs, all you need to do is just kind of double click, left double click, and you're able to just drag them up, drag them down as you want. Now, if you wanted to like kill off a Sim really quick, you know what to do. It's super easy and you don't have to wait. Okay, so in order to control their skills, all you need to do is right click here, and you can input any type of skill level that your heart desires. You don't have to actually manually input it into the cheat box anymore, which is super helpful, especially if maybe you just want to up their levels in an instant and you just don't want to put in the work, which is totally understandable. Very easy to do, takes literally 2 seconds. So there's also this thing I had discovered, which was really interesting, and I hope it works again, otherwise I'm going to look like a damn liar. So I was looking through the job panel here, and I was like, oh, I wonder if you can, like, you know, control their job levels through this. But you can't, right? And that's fine. But one thing I noticed is when I did right-click on the promotion tasks, it immediately completed them, which was kind of cool. I mean, I didn't even need to actually reach the level 8 fitness skill, but it shows that I did. So that's something I found out. Now, if you guys are having a situation where your Sim is like really, really playful, or, you know, playful, sad, happy, and that kind of thing, and you don't want them to be their present emotion, all you need to do is just right click their emotion and it changes them back to the emotion following that one. So say they're like playful and happy like he was, and he has like the purple and the green two-toned icons. Well, now he's happy because I canceled out the playful ones. Does that make sense? And if I did it again, he would return to his just fine state. So that is really, really awesome. I love these freaking mods, and I will link everything that I'm talking about, if I haven't already said so, on my website, and I'll be sure to get you that link in the description. So there is the UI extension mod. Next, we are going to move on to the pet player, or the controllable pets mod. Now, I know some people don't really feel like this is a necessity, but if you do Let's Plays and you need to control the little buggers, this honestly is such a beneficial mod. Like, honestly, this is a lifesaver, an absolute lifesaver, because before, when I had gotten cats and dogs and I was doing Let's Plays, I wanted to pull my hair out because the dogs and the cats just weren't doing anything I wanted them to do. They were completely random, right? I know, like, I'm such a freaking control artist, but seriously, when you're doing mods and stuff, or not mods, but when you're doing Let's Plays, it's actually very, very, very helpful, especially when they're a puppy and they can't really do anything. You know, you can teleport them anywhere. You don't have to go and get them. It's just an overall sweet deal for everybody. So this is definitely one that I feel like I did an overview on and it's stuck, you know? So I definitely feel like this is a must-have. And the big kahuna of big cojones, the MC Command Center mod. Now, this mod actually has 2 kind of menu pies, and depending on where you stem from, you'll get more selections. So to get to the like core of the mod, you click on the computer here, and then you go to MC Command Center, and this is going to bring up a pie menu of all your different capabilities. And just some right off the top, some of the things that you can do with this mod. You can control your Sims' pregnancy phases. You can control their pregnancy, how many they're having, what they're having. You can also terminate pregnancies if you had an unexpected pregnancy. Maybe you added in risky woohoo with this mod. You can also support teen pregnancy, child support even, and you can also change some of the interactions that are available in the game to friendly interactions such as ask if single, or you can even do no strings attached to woohoo, which means you can literally woohoo with anybody, also try for a baby with anybody. And then the bed share with no romance or high relationship, you can also enable that. And there's a bunch more, like so much more. But to get to that part, you're gonna need to go to a computer or have a computer available for your Sims to be able to control like the more finer things, right? Now, for like quick individual, controlling thingamabobs, I guess, like say you wanted to come over here and you wanted to make Brant, you wanted to make him feel a certain type of way, right? Like you wanted to make him mad, or you wanted to age him up, you can do that. You want to modify him in cast, you can select that as well. But if you come over here, you can actually change his mood. You can do positive, negative, other moods, and you have literally free reign to be able to dictate your sim almost any way that you want them to, which is really, 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 really beneficial. You can also increase funds, career cheats, increase points. Ooh, restaurant points, retail points. That one's new. You can also make him happy and complete his aspiration goal. There's so many things. So remember earlier, as I was saying, if you wanted me to go in depth to what my settings are, I will let you guys know in a different video because it's a little more intricate and it's kind of confusing. I will say it's very overwhelming when you first get it in game. And in case you guys are having trouble installing these mods, I'll show you at the end of this video what you need enabled in order for these script mods to work. So those are the 3 core mods. Now I have some other things for like photography purposes. I also have some cast things that I want to just showcase really, really quick. And I hope you guys find this video really helpful. So let me go and show you the, gosh, I forgot what it is. Where is it? In decorations? It's actually a custom content item. Okay, so here it is. This is the Sim Teleporter Destination. Now this is really, really helpful if you want to do poses with Andrew's Pose Player. That's another mod that I'm going to be speaking about. So let me just actually have these two come outside and I'll demonstrate how these 2 mods go hand in hand. And I'm noticing that with the UI Extender mod, you may actually end up having some issues sometimes here and there. You're going to be resetting your Sims often. At least I noticed that I have a couple issues with that. But let me have them come over here and teleport. So there is a way, obviously, I'm sure you guys are all very familiar with the Andrew Pose Player. So if you click on your Sims, you can pose by pack. And all that kind of fun stuff. You can do individual poses and whatever. But on the occasion, some of these packs need your Sims to be in a very specific place in order for the pose to, function the way that it's supposed to. So that is when this guy comes hand in hand. I highly recommend that if you're having trouble having, group poses or couple poses look good or just work in general, grab this. Make sure you have it. It's definitely a necessity. And the way to use this guy, is all you need to do is like teleport a Sim here. We're going to go into household and then we're going to do Brant. And then after we've got Brant, I'm going to go and teleport Brent. Oh gosh, their names are so confusing. And so now you basically got them together. And this is what they would look like if they like combined genes, I guess, or had babies even. It's kind of creepy. But so in order to go and now have them pose, you would obviously have your Andrew Pose Player and your poses installed. And you're going to click pose by pack up here in the little icon. You're going to see which Sim you're selecting. Super duper helpful. I never really actually paid attention to that before. And you can click whatever poses you have installed. I have this couple pose pack that I really like, and I'm going to do male 1, and then he'll go into pose. You can also just like sync up a bunch, which is really awesome. So that's why the window is still popped up. I promise it does work, but you're just able to kind of do a queue. And then after that, just exit out. And next we're going to try to select, let me see, Brant. I can't really find which one's which. So this is why having a little icon is like super duper helpful. See, I messed up again. I'm gonna try to like click his hair or something. It's a little confusing. It's a little confusing. Why am I saying convenient? Because it's definitely not. Okay, now that we got him, there we go. We have our pose all queued up, and then you press play, and oh, that didn't work. Well. Okay, that actually is really funny, and of course that would actually happen to me. I look like such a freaking newbie, but anyways, sometimes with the poses, they need to be directly on top of each other to work, or they need to be side by side. It honestly just depends on the particular pose. So yes, there is some trial and error still involved, but this time, I promise you, I've got it figured out. And with doing this, it just takes a lot less time to run your little trial and error phase. So for this particular mod, they need to be side by side, as you guys saw there. And then now this time, if I go into pose into pack and I do the exact same pose that I was attempting to do the first time there, we should, without a doubt, have no more issues, and it should work flawlessly, because I did just demonstrate this again. So, boop, there you go. Yay! Second time is a charm, and they will stay there looking all super adorable and lovey freaking dovey. I actually really like this picture, so don't mind if I do, until you have them move. I love this. They are actually a really cute couple. Okay, anyways, so that is the Andrew Post player with the little like teleporter mod statue thingy-majigger. I do actually have one more teleporting mod that I find super duper helpful. Apparently there was an error logged. That's just fabulous. But, okay, so there's another one that I also just recently have been using, but been wanting for quite a while. And it's called the Teleport Any Sim, or Teleport Any Sim or something, or Teleport Any Sim Anywhere. I have no idea. But if you click on your sim and say, like, you invite somebody over, or you attempt to invite somebody over, and then it says, oh, they're nearby, but they don't actually come to your front door, and then you have to go and search for them. How many times has that happened to you? Because it happens to me probably literally daily. So this one, you click here, and it is, I don't know what the heck this is. It's like RURLWWW. I don't know. But you click the teleporter, and then pick and move a sim to the current household. So you can like just pick a sim and move them to your current household timeline. Or you can click teleport sim near active sim. So let's just say hypothetically we invited Zoe Patel over and she couldn't because she was somewhere nearby. So if I do this, Zoe Patel should come right here to our front door. Now we know where she is. She's in our sights. So those are the mods for gameplay that I highly suggest you install, just to make your life a little bit easier, and it actually just makes the overall gaming experience much more pleasant. Now, if I was to go ahead and go into, say, Cass, I will show off my lighting mod once more that I use. I will show off my background that I use, and also the more columns mod that I recently just put back into my game. Okay, so here I have 4 columns. I get this question all the time. What is this? How do you get more columns? It's a mod. You can select from, I think, 3 and 4 rows. I personally like 4 rows because I can get through things a lot easier. It doesn't really take up any extra space, and I just like the view of 4 rows. I know some people use 3. I know some people stick to the standard 2. It's all up to you and what you want to do, but for me, I just feel like when I'm gazing through my collection, it's a lot easier to see things. So I have the 4 rows installed. Now, the lighting mod. I don't know if you guys can kind of tell, maybe not so much here, but if I was using like something a little bit brighter even, maybe I don't have it installed on this one because the background honestly throws it off. But if you've ever seen my Sims with like this super like intense light on their face in the game, or in Cass, I mean, that is what I'm using. I'm using a lighting mod. I showcase it better in a different video. It just helps make things look a little more vivid and bright. And I like it for taking photos and all of that kind of fun stuff. So that's what I use, my in-game lighting mod. It's only for Cass. It doesn't affect anything else in-game or anything, but that's what I use. And then I also have a purple background. I used to have white, but it was blinding your guys' eyes. So now we have purple. I'll link those down below. I highly recommend, if you like taking in-cast screenshots, to have that in your game. Trust me, it makes such a world of difference. So I think, you guys, I pretty much covered everything. I hope that I did, but if I left anything out whatsoever, I will be sure to link it on my website. I have 8 different mods in total, and I think I went over everything with you guys. So anyway, if you have any mods that I didn't cover here today that are like must-haves and ultimate game changers, please let me know in the comments down below. And if you use any of these mods and you have any sort of like advice or suggestions for anybody, myself included, feel free to drop those down in the comment box below. So one last thing I actually forgot to mention, most of these are script mods. So if you're noticing maybe something isn't working and you've installed it into your mods folder or followed the instructions that usually most custom content creators or mod creators give you on their website when you're downloading the item, make sure that you've gone into your menu window and clicked Game Options, Other, and you have enabled Custom Content and Mods, and then allowed Script Mods, clicked Applied Changes, and relaunched your game. I hope you guys found this video helpful. If you did, please don't forget to go ahead and comment, rate, and subscribe. Let me know what you all think in the comments down below where the sun does not shine, and I will see you all next time. Bye, guys.
Stuck behind your desk and by